Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, HollywoodShono here, about to give you another Injustice Gods Among Us video. In this video we do the animated Batman Beyond's level 1, 2, and super moves. The passive ability is Winning Edge. Upon special attack use, Batman receives a boost for a limited time. Future Bat raises crit chance, Explosive Batarang increases basic damage, and the Dark Knight increases critical hit damage. So we're going to do several tests on this. And the first one we're going to do is the Explosive Batarang and see how it reacts to basic damage. So we're going to unlock these 2 gear slots for animated Batman Beyond. We're going to load him up with some power generation gear. We're going to give him the Icebound Necklace. And we're also going to give the Magic Wand. And I believe the Flash's gear item also has power generation as well. The Hyperspeed suit, yes it does. Obviously you can't benefit from the unblockable basic attacks. And we're also going to use animated Harley Quinn. We're going to give her the 357 revolver. And we're actually going to give animated Batman Beyond a better one. We're going to give him the Azarathian cloak. And now we're going to go back to animated Harley Quinn, and we're going to go reload her up with some gear. We're going to give her the Hyperspeed suit. And the force field device is blocking. There's another power generation item that I believe is maxed out. Let's see. I'm trying to find it here. So we're going to go and use the Kryptonite Shard, which is a power generation increase as well. And the reason for that is so you can get more power generation and get off heals if need be. And with Regime Green Lantern, we're going to load him up with blocking gear. So we're going to give the Energy Lance, which is basic damage and blocking. That's a really good gear card. We're going to give the Darkseid's gear item, the Omega Battle Plate. And the final one, we're going to give Green Lantern's Green Power Ring. And Chance to Reflect Special 2 while blocking is a really good one as well. So we're going to do some test fights within Battle 37, which I feel is a good ground to actually showcase off the specials. So we're going to start this off with Regime Bane and Arkham Harley Quinn. The whole point of this is to gain power, and hopefully animated Batman Beyond won't take too much damage. So as you can see, he's already at 2 bars. Basic attack currently at 292. So we're going to get off 1 Explosive Batarang. That does stun. And now you can see it goes up to 536. A second one puts it at 779. And a third one stuns. And it looks like 7 triple might be the cap. We're going to try one more time. So yeah, it looks like you can get stack it about 3 times. Venom Uppercut unfortunately wipes out animated Batman Beyond, but Bane is pretty much knocked out. And we're going to go up the Beware My Power, and Arkham Harley Quinn is eliminated. So that was a good test as far as basic damage goes and testing it out. So Bane comes back in, and Bane is knocked out for the victory in the first test fight. So you got an idea of how the basic damage works with the level 1 passive. 13,276 XP, 1,240 credits, as animated Batman Beyond hits level 24. So now we're going to look at the level 2 ability, the Future Bat raises crit chance. We're going to do this first fight with no gear and see if it can up the crit chance from 0. And then we're going to do it with some gear and see if we can get as close to 100% as possible. And we do have a couple gear items to raise crit. So we're at 3 bars. We're going to go with the Future Bat. Kind of reminds me of Blackest Night Batman. That does look really cool. And it did critical there, as you saw. So now we're going to try to get off some moves, and there is some crit going. Now another Future Bat. It does seem to work with all abilities. That's actually a really good one. It looks pretty cool too. A 4-hit move. Now we're going to get up to 2 bars. And we're going to test out the Future Bat and see how it reacts on wiping people out. There goes animated Batman. And the Flash takes that charge. So you can see his critical hit chance is increased. And we're going to go off the Dark Knight, and the Flash is eliminated. So we had an idea of how much basic damage actually hit, and that Batmobile looks badass. 11,227 damage for the victory in the second test fight. 13,305 XP, 1,260 credits. In the third test fight, we have Insurgency Lex Luthor and Sheikh Ahmed Habibi, also known as Regime Black Adam. Cards are level 33, Elite 3 Silver, and Elite 1 Gold. Now the purpose of this fight is to test out the critical damage. And you guys had an idea of how much damage the basic attacks did. Unfortunately, we don't have any gear to complement that, so I probably screwed that up, unfortunately. But we're going to go off the future bat anyways. And it is blocked. It's going to hit for about 3,400. Actually for about 5,000. Power drain on animated Batman Beyond. And there are the crits. I don't know how long that lasts for. It looks like it just wore off. So about 10 seconds there. Then we're going to go off the Beware My Power, and Insurgency Lex Luthor is eliminated, leaving Sheikh Ahmed Habibi by himself. Now Black Adam is in. We're going to go off the damage boost. And we're going to make sure we get off 3 hits. We're also going to get off a heal. Fortunately, that didn't get rid of the shield. So we're going to go off the Dark Knight on Sheikh Ahmed Habibi. $15,904 damage for the victory in the third test fight. 13,334 XP. 1,280 credits. So we're going to make a gear swap. We're going to put on some items that improve critical hit chance. And the Market Lady Shiva will give 40% crit chance on basic attacks. And I also have the Power Gloves, which also give an additional 25%. So we're going to be riding with 65% crit chance. Now the purpose of the winning edge is that upon special use, Batman receives a boost. Now we're going to test out the critical damage. We got an idea that the level 2 special was about 50%. So we're going to do a couple tests here. The first one we're going to do is we're going to get off our super move and test out how it affects critical hit damage. Going up against Deathstroke and Insurgency Joker. So the first thing we're going to do is get up to 3 bars. So you can see 749 on a critical currently. And 374 on a light hit. So we're going to go off the Dark Knight, and Deathstroke should be eliminated. And you can see that the hands were glowing on the level 2 special, signifying when he had the buff. And that Batmobile just looks badass. That does not get rid of him. So it looks to be about a 25% increase on critical hit damage. As you can see, the hits are 498. So we're going to go off the Future Bat, which can also increase the chance to crit. That is blocked for about 4,000. So we're going to get in Harley Quinn to prevent Batman from dying. We're going to go off the Team Heal. We'll probably follow it up with a second one. And there's the damage boost. Now 936, so the damage boost wore off. So it pretty much cancels itself out. Batman really didn't heal a whole lot there. So we're going to go off the Dark Knight again, and Insurgency Joker is eliminated. $15,904 damage for the victory in the fourth demonstration fight. 13,363 XP, 1,300 credits. So in the fifth demonstration matchup, we have Catwoman and Regime Wonder Woman. Cards are level 33, Elite 3, and 1. So now the purpose of this fight, we're going to go off our level 2 move and test out the critical rate, as it's currently about 65%. And that probably is about right. We're going to see if we can get a perfect 100% crit with the buff, and it looks to be about 25% around the board, however, double damage on special move. So we're going to go off the Future Bat on Wonder Woman. Now it does affect special moves as well, so that is very useful in itself. So now we're going to try to do some testing here. Shield Toss wipes out Batman, unfortunately. So we're going to gonna go off Harley's mallet and light Wonder Woman's pussy on fire.
This'll be a blast.
9,695, not enough to get rid of her. So we're gonna go off the lead rain on Catwoman. That is enough to get rid of her, and Wonder Woman comes in. And Wonder Woman is punched out for the victory in the fifth fight. 13,392 XP as animated Batman Beyond hits level 25. 1,320 credits. So now in the sixth demonstration fight, we have Regime Doomsday and Arkham Harley Quinn. And Doomsday has 20,000 health, so we get an additional 25% health.
Begin.
So we're going to get Harley Quinn in first. That'll give Batman Beyond a little chance to get some power. There's the team damage boost. But Batman is at 1 bar. Ultimate left-off block for 1818. So criticals for 959 and for 479, which is about the same as the super move. So there's the future Bat again, block. They really did some good job with animated Batman Beyond's animation. So 3 hits crit. It appears to be almost 100%. Gotta be close to 90%. Hop Pop almost gets rid of Batman Beyond. So we're gonna go off the Dark Knight on Arkham Harley Quinn. 16,282. Doomsday comes back in. Now critically for 1278. So that does increase the basic damage as well as Doomsday gets wiped out. So we're going to go off the Beware My Power, and Regime Doomsday is eliminated. Keep in mind these tests are a little bit difficult to do as animated Batman Beyond is still low level and doesn't have a lot of health. And I wanted to do some harder battles to show them off. So we're going to end the fight with Harley's mallet, and Arkham Harley Quinn is eliminated by her sadistic evil half.
This'll be a blast.
13,734 damage for the victory in the sixth demonstration fight. 13,420 XP, 1,340 credits. So we did enough testing on animated Batman Beyond's level 1, 2, and 3 specials, and you got a good idea of how those work. So if you like this video showing off animated Batman Beyond and how the Winning Edge passive works, please give this video a like rating, comment, subscribe, share this video amongst your friends, and as a favorite, check out my other Injustice Gods Among Us videos, my playlists, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch, which are all HollywoodShono, and have a wonderful day, kids.
www.youtube.com/HollywoodShono. Subscribe, bitches!